Well, I thought our guys came out and did what they're supposed to do. See, you always worry about the emotions a little bit, where guys' minds are, and that's always a concern. We had a situation a couple of years ago. I thought the emotions overcame us, but I thought we played extremely well together. We shared that basketball. We took care of the basketball. Press was no factor against us. I think we had 17 assists, 6 turnovers. Then I thought defensively, I think we limit them to 4 fast break points on the game, and that's where they're at their best. We kept them out of the lane defensively on that dribble and curl, and that was a huge key for us. So it was a great team effort. Glad to see our 2 seniors go out on the right note, and both of them played extremely well, all 3 of them. Taylor got in, including him, and make a shot, so that's good. Maybe his first of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. That's the way to go out.
About as strong as you've seen Brian attacking the basket.
Brian was really good. He took advantage of the switches and jumped up and made some shots and played with a lot of confidence. You know, he came off a game at South Carolina where he played with a lot of confidence. That's what you need this time of year from him.
You feel like this is something he can carry into the postseason, not just a 1-week deal with him.
Well, you would hope so. And he's been good for me a lot this year. There's some games better than others. I don't know if there's any games he's been bad. There's some that's better than others, and you guys focus on scoring points so much. Those nights he don't score, he still has been good for us too.
You got that 10 dunks tonight. They just seem to have no answer. And so I mean, it's getting some pretty easy looks, but didn't have trouble getting the ball in there in the first place, did you?
Well, you don't always happen that way though. I mean, tonight it went that way, and we made the right reads, and I thought our team was the most energetic team on the court, played with the most energy, and we were very aggressive when we needed to be offensively, but at the same time I thought we played with a lot of poise.
Was it nice just for the confidence level to have a game where you kind of blew a team off the floor just before this, just to show that you could do it again?
I don't know if W's help you get your confidence. This one came. I don't want to say easy. It wasn't easy, but it came where we didn't have to go down to the last horn, and that's what makes it good. We haven't had many of those. We've been in a lot of tight games. It's well documented. You lose 2 overtime games. Both of them, one play here or there, we make a free throw. You know what the Kentucky situation was. So it's good to get one like that for everybody. I was able to get my gold team in too. They haven't had a chance to get in there much this year.
Jalen was 1 for 10 the other night. Start off 0 for 5 tonight, then hit those 3 threes in a row. Good to get him going, get it back out of it.
We never questioned him not shooting. I know at halftime he hadn't made one. I got on him at halftime for turning one down. He turned a shot down because he'd missed some. But Jalen's one of those guys you well know is capable of jumping and making shots, and we all have a lot of confidence in him. And his teammates have confidence in him.
Rick Boss, was trying to get.
How'd you sit back so long about asking a question?
I'm just deferring to.
You've never deferred
to
before,
my
though.
compadres.
What's wrong with you, man?
But you guys would have had 11 dunks. Who said Boss missed the alley oop, but it went in. I mean, does that just say it's your day when the alley oop pass goes in the basket?
Well, the alley oop didn't win the game. Now, I mean, I thought we played well. Where that went in or not, didn't determine that score, as you well know. But it was good to see it go in. I don't know if anybody knew it went in. Did anybody know it went in? Did you guys know it went in? I don't know. Did you?
About 3 pointers. The Arkansas guy took it out of bounds.
Referees didn't know.
Scoreboard
don't know. And that's your job over there.
It is.
Huh?
It is.
Rick Moultrie, so he wasn't much of a factor in the game in Fayetteville, on today was obviously a huge factor. Just talk about how different the game is.
That's just different. It's different playing home and on the road. They sped us up for the first time. As you well know, that building was their first SEC game, and that building was on fire that first night. And everybody plays so much better at home, and you guys played great that night. And they sped us up and turned it over some, and didn't allow us to get that ball inside like you have to on the road. Tonight, we got it inside. I mean, it was constantly trying to get inside, and 42 of our points come in the paint, and you get 15 more off the free throw line. So you're talking about 57 of your 79 points come from inside that paint.
18 turnovers last time. I think it was 6 tonight.
6 tonight.
Well, what was different besides the environment and maybe the experience? Was that?
Hey guys, that's a huge part of it. We made some adjustments how we handled the press too. We made that a long time ago. And presses haven't really bothered us. The only press bothered us was Arkansas. And it wasn't Arkansas's press that bothered us the first time. They sped us up in the half court. Made us turned it over in the half court and took quick shots and allowed them to get out and run. And they shot the ball. You had guys shooting from everywhere. But tonight they didn't speed us up any, and that's part of being home and on the road.
Rick, is this the best your teams look when they've gone to zone, that 2-3 zone? I thought that was really effective.
Well, it's the most we've played a 2-3 zone tonight. We only played it one other time this year.
Right.
That was on the road earlier. And we've picked our spots in a few games here or there. We picked our spots tonight based on who they had in the game some, and it was working for us. It slowed the game down. That clock ran, and once we got a 15, 17 point lead, we just kind of set it.
And you rebounded out of it too.
Rebounded very well and kept them off the backboards. That score looks closer than it was in those last 2.5, 3 minutes with the people in that zone. I mean, our zone was great for us. Great for us.
After everything that was said and written after Monday, how proud
You
of
said and written. You said it and wrote it. So what are you talking about?
I believe Arnett Moultrie said it, and I just wrote it.
You just wrote it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've told you many a time, it has nothing to do with the way we play. It has nothing to do with it. Our guys have been together. As I told you, I had no problems. Anybody saying not playing hard enough, I don't bother. Our guys have been together, and they've gone on the road and did that. I think tonight you've seen it again.
You think that lit a fire though? It got guys going, realizing that hey, we got to turn around.
I don't think it had anything to do with it. It's not we haven't been playing good. Again, you just came out of a game against Kentucky where we didn't need a fire lit on us, do we? Our guys were playing really well. As I've said all along, sometimes scheduling has some things to do with it. On that 5-game stretch, 4 was on the road and 1 was at home. And you lose to Kentucky at home. Kentucky's not a team to heal up against. And 2 of those games are in overtime. Then you have some injuries, things that happen through a season. That's part of it. You can't make excuses. That's part of a season. And you got to ride those valleys some, not get too low, not get too high. And our guys did a great job doing it through 16 games because you kind of wrote them off. And didn't think they could bounce back from where they were at. And only ones that matter, though, like I tell them all the time, guys in the locker room. That's all that matters. We're the ones in control of what we're trying to do. No one else controls it.
You think the media wrote you guys off? Is that what you're saying?
No. Maybe you did. Y'all did. I don't think anybody gave up on us. But if we do, we can't control that now. We don't control that. We were in control of what we had to do. And we knew last week it was a huge week for us. It's very obvious we had to go to South Carolina and win.
Rodney's looked better out there on his feet. How's he feeling after the game?
He gave us some minutes tonight. As I said, we couldn't have won to South Carolina without him. And he gave us 15 minutes over there and wasn't himself, but still having his body was huge. I tried to let him play extended minutes, 21 minutes tonight, but he's still not himself. You don't have that. He just don't move the same, but maybe we'll have a little bit more time now to try to get him back.
Do you expect to try and put him back in the starting lineup once he is healthy? Or
that don't matter. That don't matter. I'm not worried about that. He's going to play. The more he's healed up, the more minutes he'll play. We don't have enough bodies to worry about that. We got 4 guys, and they're all going to play a bunch of minutes. We need him to play more minutes than he's playing on right now. Helps us.
Any help from Georgia playing them first round next week?
Well, they're a very good team. They're one of those teams that can beat anybody. That's the one bad loss on our schedule here at home. You see what they did to Florida last week, beat them 16. They got really good players, got some senior guards that really can shoot that ball, and then poke. So they execute well. It's a tough game for us, but it'll be one that I'm sure our guys will be looking forward to playing.
Do you think your team, obviously with the emotions out of senior night, but you think it was more than playing like that way tonight because of senior night or because of that monkey getting off their back in South Carolina?
Guys, we played every game good at home this year, haven't we? Has it been a bad game?
Georgia
was
Well, let me say it. We didn't win Georgia. We didn't play much emotion that game. You look back on the stats, we shot 46%. Give Georgia credit. We didn't have the motion. We didn't turn the ball over against Georgia. Shot 46% against them. Just couldn't get enough energy. We've been really good here at home now. We just came out of the last game at home, like I said, against Kentucky, and we were pretty good. I think that's just where our team's playing, Paul. Actually, it's no different than it has been, to be honest with you.
We ought to take that energy to a neutral site now. Kind of different kind of deal there.
Well, it starts a new season. This season's over now. Now you go and it's a 4-game season. It's another opportunity to compete for a championship, and it's always important you have an opportunity to do that. You take them one at a time.
All the bubble talk, I mean, I don't know what y'all going to have to do to get a berth, but do you just go in the mentality, just got to win 4 games, or sure we get in?
We don't even worry about any of that. We don't worry about none of that. None.
Rick took 12 in a row over the Hogs here. Talk about that 12-year winning streak.
Well, is that what it is? 12 games here.
Yeah, they won. The last time they beat you, Joe Johnson was playing. He hasn't been in the NBA like 11 years. So.
Well, I didn't realize that, but hey, you know, it's a difficult place to come play. Most of the time, it's not just the atmosphere you're playing. It means we've had a pretty good team over all those games. It don't matter if you don't have a pretty good team, then you're not going to beat anybody. So we've been pretty good through 12 games, and you know, Arkansas's it's tough to go on the road. So I wouldn't write anything more into that than what it is. I'm sure we're not the only place that haven't won 12 years, is it? Or are we?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well.
Well, if you want to go to Texas Tech and Texas A&M back to Southwest Conference. So,
Really?
Yeah.
They've won every else in the league, Pac-12. Okay. Well, we've been pretty good here at home. We've been pretty good.
You guys have had weeks before and allowed teams to come back today. You never took your foot off the pedal. Was there something that either a player stepped up in the huddle or something that you learned about your team? Because, like I said, you guys had a big lead.
Well, we've had a lot of experience to learn from that. You know, we've had learning experiences. As long as you learn from them, that's positive. You know, we had leads on the road in different places. At LSU, we had a huge lead against Kentucky here at halftime. And so we've had some things that you can point to, that you can learn from. And that was our challenge at halftime. It wasn't about anything else we were going to do different. You know, they wouldn't do anything tricky. We're not going to do anything tricky. It's that team that can go out there now and get that score, particularly us, and play up the energy and emotion you've got to play with for the next 20 minutes. And our guys did it. They came out in that first, 7, 8 minutes, that second half, and basically separate that game.
All right.